Dylan's favorite memories are from the bus rides home from games. After graduation, he plans to attend an undecided college to become a physical therapist. Congratulations, Dylan Bolton. Lucas Boucher. Lucas is accompanied by his parents, Carrie Boyer and Jeff Boucher. He's been involved in football for 5 years. Lucas' favorite memory is beating Knoxville by 1 point last year. After high school, he plans to attend Iowa State University and major in kinesiology. Congratulations, Lucas Boucher. Justice Fraze. Justice is escorted by his parents, Paul and Heather Fraze. He has been involved in football for 10 years, including YMCA flag football and middle school. Justice's favorite memory is getting their first varsity win in 3 years against Knoxville. After graduation, he plans to attend Iowa State University and major in aerospace engineering. Congratulations, Justice Fraze. Pedro Gonzalez. Pedro is accompanied by his mom, Olga Gonzalez. He's been involved in football for 4 years. Pedro's favorite memory is coming home on the bus after a win. After high school, he plans to attend an undecided college for business and get his real estate license. Congratulations, Pedro Gonzalez. Joshua Ingram. Joshua is escorted by his parents, Jason and Sarah Ingram. He's been involved in football for 7 years. Joshua's favorite memory is celebrating a win with his friends on the bus after the game. After graduation, he plans to attend college for business and get his real estate license. Congratulations, Joshua Ingram. Tyson Shivers. Tyson is accompanied by his parents, Tyrone Shivers and Cassie Shivers. He's been involved in 6 years of school football and 7 years total, including travel football. Tyson's favorite memory is when they got their first home win against Knoxville his junior year. After high school, he plans to continue his football career at an undecided college and study kinesiology or sports marketing. Congratulations, Tyson Shivers. Walker Smith. Walker is escorted by his parents, Christy Smith and Jason Smith. He's been involved in football for 9 years. Walker's favorite memory is defeating Ballard on their home turf when he was a quarterback and being the only Smith brother to do that. After graduation, he plans to go to a 4-year college and pursue computer engineering. Congratulations, Walker Smith. Wesley Van Pelt. Wesley is accompanied by his parents, Matt Van Pelt and Amber Van Pelt. He's been involved in football for 2 years in middle school and 1 year in high school. Wesley's favorite memory is beating Knoxville in week 1. His plans after high school are undecided at this time. Congratulations, Wesley Van Pelt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your senior football team members. And in conclusion, we'd like to say thank you to all the student athletes and the parents, and a special thank you to the seniors for their leadership and dedication on and off the field of play. You will always be Toreadors. Let's give all of them a hand to show our appreciation and wish them good luck for the remainder of the season. Booster Club and Moffitt's Ford invite you to drive one for your school. Get ready for the Ford Motor Company Drive One for Your School event. It's next Saturday, starts at 9 o'clock, runs till 2. Get behind the wheel of to field your marching Toreadors. national anthem are being presented by Boone's Veterans Council. We invite you to stand, if able, as we honor our flag, country, and the men and women around the world who protect our freedom. The Star Spangled Banner will be performed by our marching Toreadors under the direction of Haley Peterson.
Tornadoes and your Boone Toreadors. Before tonight's game, the IHSA and Boone Community Schools would like to remind all spectators and participants that conduct counts at Iowa high school events. Disrespectful or disruptive behaviors, language, or interference are unacceptable and subject to ejection from this game. Please help us show that conduct counts. Let's positively reflect our communities and support tonight's players, coaches, and officials. Speaking of the officials, we'd like to welcome referee Jeff Friel, umpire Brian
Ryan Ostendorf, head linesman Jeff Britton, line judge Justin Putney, and back judge Raymond Fouts.
As the captain captain's meeting gets underway here, we'd like to welcome you into Geppinger Field, where the Toreadors will take on the Storm Lake Tornadoes tonight. I'm here with Jacob Boone. I'm Kyan Lehman as the captains meet. Jacob, who are some players you're looking out for to make some plays for the Toreadors tonight?
Well, for the Toreadors, I'd be looking out for senior Tyson Shivers, as he has been a monster to deal with all season long as they played Knoxville. I'd look for senior Justice Freeze, as he's been a big contributor for the defensive side, and I'd look for senior Lucas Boucher, as he has also been quite the player to deal with. And lastly, I'd look for senior Dylan Bolton, as he is the number 2 rusher in 4A football.
All right, captain's meeting is wrapped up, and both teams come in tonight 1-0. Storm Lake was able to defeat Sadell last time out, and the Toreadors took down Knoxville. So as both teams get ready to kick it off,
The Toreadors, coached by Josh Hoover, Lance Johnson, J.D.
we will take a break as the teams take the field, and we'll welcome you right back before kickoff.
And head coach Chad. Joshua Ingram and Dave Brecky are deep to receive.
Storm Lake tees it up, and the kick is away for the Toreadors' home opener. It'll be fielded by Brecky. Has it at the 30-yard line, looking for some blocks. Forced out of bounds by a Storm Lake tackler.
That was Dane Brecky on the carry.
So Toreadors' offense takes the field. As Jacob said before the game, player to look out for is Dylan Bolton, as he's second in 4A in rushing.
Toreadors will take the ball 1st and 10.
It'll be quarterback Jude Baumgartner leading the offense tonight for Boone.
Jude Baumgartner is the number 10 passer in all of 4A football, as he looks to continue his hot streak.
And he'll look to spray the ball out to Bolton and Shivers, as well as Wes Van Pelt lined up at the bottom of your screen here. As Baumgartner passes, first play is complete to Bolton down the field past the 50-yard line. And he's still going down the sideline. Dylan Bolton, touchdown for the Toreadors on the opening play. How about that for the home opener? The home fans are happy after that touchdown by Bolton. Baumgartner able to find Bolton on the opening play of the game. Little rollout pass.
68 yards for the Moffats.
As it looks like the Toreadors will line up for the extra point. Jacob, you got to like that if you're the Toreadors coaches here.
Yeah, I can't say too much. Dylan Bolton has been showing why, again and again, why he is one of the best players in all 4A football.
Yeah, he is a playmaker. Get him the ball in open space, see what can happen. Boucher gets the hold down, and it looks like the extra point will be good. So the Toreadors out early. First play of the game will be a touchdown, and the extra point added on top. So after fireworks from the Toreadors on the first play, early 7-0 lead. We'll have 11:43 left on the clock as the Toreadors are able to strike very quickly. As now Dylan Bolton tees it up after the long touchdown.
The Toreadors special teams has been a big contributor to them this year and last year, as they had a bunch of returns go for a long way, but also they were also able to make a bunch of stops and hold teams inside their 20 last year.
Yeah, both kickoff and punt return and punt coverage, all very strong points for the Toreadors last year, as they hope that can continue throughout this young season. As Bolton runs up, kicks away, low kick, all the way down to the 5-yard line. That Storm Lake return, and the Toreadors try to cover, and it will be brought down at about the 35-yard line. Looked like Brecky was in on the tackle on special teams. So now we will look at this Storm Lake offense.
Smith and Ashton Peterson on the stop.
Toreador defense is taking the field, looks strong against Knoxville. Ingram able to get a pick 6. He's a guy I'd look out for on the defensive side, as a linebacker, has speed, is able to cover pretty much anyone on the field. As the Storm Lake Tornadoes offense, led out by DeVerkston, will take the field as they're in the shotgun. Snap. Toreadors is already getting pressure. Van Rokel was in there. DeVerkston able to get it away. Tornadoes drug down, but it will be a first down
First 6 pass, complete to David Williams.
for the Tornadoes.
Brought down by Joshua Ingram and Walker Smith. After about a 12-yard gain, that's good for a Tornado first down.
Strong first play for the Tornadoes, as they'll try to match what the Toreadors were able to do on the first possession. Snap, turn, handoff up the middle, brought down. That was Rodriguez on the carry. Able to get one, even if that.
Rodriguez on the carry.
Van Rokel had pressure on both of those plays. He could be a player to look out for as he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, young stud on the Toreadors defense. Uses that big frame that he has, Jonathan Van Rokel. Able to get pressure on both the run and as a pass rusher. So it'll be second down and 8 to go as Storm Lake figures out what they want to do on this play. We were talking about Baumgartner coming in as number 10 passer in all 4A, but Storm Lake's quarterback DeVerkston comes in as second as he looks to throw again. And that one caught by number 4 Boyd as he is able to navigate for the first down.
Storm Lake, a very pass-heavy offense, as they are with the modern era of football and passing first.
Yeah, they showed that last week versus Sadell. DeVerkston was able to get up over the 300-yard passing mark, as he'll look to do that again against a strong Toreadors defense, as they held Knoxville to only 6 points last week. Strong drive so far from the Tornadoes. DeVerkston being the shotgun again. As motion coming around, number 12 William in motion. DeVerkston thought about it and will now swing the screen pass out there, but Brecky with a great play defensively, able to break that pass up. Brecky did a great job following the motion out there and just stuck with it, able to break up the screen pass. So after the incompletion, second down, 10 to go. As up the middle, DeVerkston able to get the first down, it looks like. As that will be close to a first down. If not, yep, it is a first down. So quarterback scramble effective there for DeVerkston.
Tornado first down at the Toreador 31.
So we've seen quite the opposite drive here so far from the Tornadoes. They've been slow and methodical compared to the Toreadors' one play touchdown strike. But they have looked strong so far. Toreadors' defense will look to hold them up, slow them down here. And I think that all starts up front with pressure from Shivers and Van Rokel, as we have a flag coming in.
Talking about Tyson Shivers had 40 tackles last year and had 3 sacks. He was quite the player last year for the Toreadors. Van Rokel learning in his path, so the Toreadors should be good for the outside rush, and their linebackers are filled with 2 seniors, Pedro Gonzalez and Walker Smith, so a little bit of youth and a little bit of older. Toreadors are looking like a solid team.
Yeah, perfect blend of experience and youth up there as they get some back after the delay of game penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
After the 7-yard gain.
As we said, slow and methodical drive so far from Storm Lake. As DeVerkston fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Across the middle, looked like incomplete. Good pass coverage by the Toreadors.
Falls incomplete, intended for David Williams. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So now big 3rd down play for the Toreador defense. They're going to look to see if they can force Storm Lake to make a decision either. I'd say this is 4-down territory. What do you think, Jacob, if they can't get it here?
I'd say so. This would be a long kick, and a punt just doesn't seem reasonable here. So I'd say it's going to definitely be 4-down territory.
All right, so we'll see if the Toreadors can force a decision on this 3rd and 8 play as they motion out of the backfield. DeVerkston rolls out to his right, sets feet, throws across the middle, and incomplete, but we will have a flag down from the official on this close sideline at the bottom of your screen. I assume it's going to be pass interference.
Versus pass call is incomplete.
Looks like it was Jude Bumgarner maybe on the coverage.
It will be defensive pass interference. So it will be an automatic 1st down after the pass interference call. So this drive will keep on moving for Storm Lake. Toreadors look like they might have caught a break here. As outside.
Versus pass. Complete to Cameron Boyd. Brought down by A.J. Braddock. About a 3-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 7 from the Toreador 11-yard line.
So after that one, it will be 2nd and 7 as Storm Lake has moved this ball all the way down to about the 11-yard line. They'll look to get it in as DeVerkston sweep around the edge and just give himself up out on the edge. Richardson came around on the jet sweep type motion.
Joshua Ingram is there for the stop.
Strong defense from the Toreadors. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So no gain makes it 3rd and 8 from the Toreador 12.
Another big 3rd down. This was the same down and distance as the pass interference we had called earlier. So we'll see if the Toreadors can really put their feet into the dirt here and force a 4th down. DeVerkston's throw picked off by the Toreadors down the sideline as he will be forced out of bounds. That's number 22 for the Toreadors.
That's going to be
A.J. Braddock. What a great play by the DB Braddock there to jump the route. DeVerkston tries to force it out there, and Braddock had other ideas as he brings it back all the way to about the 40-yard line.
Toreadors will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
It's big for the Toreadors there as Braddock was able to force the interception.
Toreadors D-line brought some heat and forced him to make a throw, and Braddock said, no way.
As Boucher up the middle, wrapped up, but not after a 5-yard gain.
That's Lucas Boucher on the carry.
Christian Ingram last year was a senior for the Boone Toreadors. He had 730 yards rushing. Filling the role of senior Lucas Boucher, he had 18 attempts last year for 112 yards, and he's looking just to keep pounding the zone.
Yeah, Boucher, pretty great last week against Knoxville. Looks to carry it over again Really, the whole Toreadors offense was on fire last week as Baumgartner looks to throw deep. Bolton down the sideline. It's overthrown just over the head of Bolton.
Baumgartner's pass intended for Dylan Bolton falls incomplete.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Toreadors. So as Jacob mentioned, trying to fill the shoes of Christian Ingram. It's a backfield between Baumgartner, who has the ability to rush, and Boucher. I think the Toreadors are in pretty good hands back in the backfield. It's now 3rd and short. See what the Toreadors pull out of the bag here as it's a handoff to Boucher looking for 4 yards, and he will get it. Good, strong run by the Toreadors.
On the carry, brought down by Ramon Rodriguez. Not before, there's a Toreador first down at the Tornado 47.
So after that first down run by Boucher, it'll now be a first down as we had some motion up front. It looks like the Storm Lake Tornadoes jumped off sides. It will be on the Tornadoes. So that'll help out the Toreadors as they look for another touchdown. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 5 now for the Toreadors. Play up the middle to Boucher. Brought down, short gain. But on a 1st and 5, that'll do. It'll now be 3rd and looks like 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Jacob, we're kind of seeing a big difference in the Toreadors' first possession. This time they're kind of pounding the rock. What do you think about that?
Well, I think last time they surprised Storm Lake a little bit by going a little bit pass heavy first off, and I think now they're just trying to run it up their throat.
As Boucher able to bounce off a couple Tornado defenders and all the way down inside the 10 for the Toreadors is the ground attack really working now on this drive, as Jacob was saying.
Good blocking up there by Albanado. Slade Lee.
Yeah, Toreadors O-line
Gustafson, all good blocks.
mostly all returning from last year, I'd say. Just lost a couple of tackles.
At the Tornado,
So
7-yard line.
the interior of the O-line all returning, it seems like.
Very, very young offensive line from the Boone Toreadors, and the guy, I'm guessing the coaches got to love that as they're able to pave the way for the running backs.
Yeah, it's a young yet experienced O-line as the end around to Bolton goes for negative yardage.
Dylan Bolton on the carry. Rylan Richardson on the tackle. Loss of almost 6. Brings up 2nd and 13.
So after the good ground and pound so far, the end around loses the Toreadors about 6 yards. So they'll look to see what they can make up here on this play. As it's up the middle, Boucher brought down pretty quickly by the Tornadoes. Now 3rd, and it looks like 3rd and goal.
David William in on the stop for the Tornadoes. Brings up 3rd down, 8 yards to go from the 8-yard line.
See what the Toreadors can draw up. They have a capable kicker in Dylan Bolton, so.
Yeah, he's been perfect this year so far, so I would definitely trust him if I was the Toreadors.
Yeah, so either way, Toreadors will look for a touchdown here, but they'll have a decision to make if they can't get in the end zone. Out to the pass, Brody Brogdon in the flat, fighting for the end zone. Looks like he'll be brought down right at the 1-yard line, so the Toreadors are going to have a decision to make on 4th down.
And their run game's been so solid, I don't know why you wouldn't go for it. But they also do have a great kicker, so.
And it looks like the offense has stayed out on the field. So we'll see what the Toreadors can do. Last play almost got them into the end zone. I think they kind of caught the Tornadoes off guard as they went with the end around and play action. And now it'll be a QB sneak up the middle, and it looks like Baumgartner had more than enough for the touchdown. as the Toreadors will add 6 onto the top of that 7-0 lead they already have. 13-0 now. Extra point pending.
You're just talking about the offensive line and how young and how they're able to pave the way, and they showed their strength right there.
Yeah, great push up front. Baumgartner able to keep his legs turning as he follows the blockers into the end zone. So now it'll be Bolton to add the extra point. High snap, Boucher gets the hold down, and Bolton perfect yet again.
And that's Dylan Bolton on extra point.
So now 14-0
Leads the score.
as the fight song plays here at Geppinger Field. 14-0 the score. Toreadors up with about 3 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Is brought to you by Moffitt's Ford. Moffitt's Ford, house supporter of the
So after the successful drive from the Toreadors, that one a lot longer than their first drive, as they went more with the run game. Bolton will come out to tee it up and boot it away. Jacob, if you're Storm Lake, how do you look to bounce back from this interception?
Well, their pass game was looking pretty good until that interception. I say you just keep the pass game going. Their quarterback's been pretty solid, so I just keep the pass game going.
So we'll see what Storm Lake will decide to do as they look to field the return from Bolton. Kick away down inside the 5-yard lines, fielded by the Tornadoes, brought back. It's Boyd looking for space, swarmed by some Toreadors.
Bolton's kick return.
Pushed back, and it'll be brought down at around the 25-yard line. So this Toreador defense will take the field, looking to come back strong after a strong possession last time with the Braddock interception.
Smith in on the stop, along with a couple of his friends. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes at their own 28-yard line.
Tonight so far, the Toreadors have been in a 3-down lineman front, and it's still been generating enough pressure thanks to Shivers and Van Rokel. So that could have been a helpful factor with extra DBs out there and linebackers on the interception. As DeVergston takes a snap, and it'll be a fake handoff out screen pass to the wide receiver looking for space, able to cut up field, brought down after a gain of about 4.
David William on the reception. Brought down by Maddox McIntyre.
So it'll be a 2nd and about 6 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
As DeVergston will look to get the passing game back on a roll for the Tornadoes. And without the pass game, their offense might struggle a little bit, so DeVergston hopefully can keep that on track for Storm Lake. As it'll be another throw, back to throw, this time caught by number 11, Bookman, and it will be enough for the first down. So now 1st and 10 with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
But not before the Tornadoes pick up a 1st down at their own 44.
So as the Lakers approach midfield here, Jacob, you were right. They are coming back. All pass plays, no run so far on this possession. They really have that trust into Vergston.
I mean, you said he was the number 2 passer in 4A, so if it worked last week, why not try it again?
Yeah, and it really has worked as they go with the pop pass. Number 12, that is William, looking for space, able to get about 5.
Caught the Toreadors off guard with the run play. They've been all pass heavy, and they switch it up and go with a run play.
Yeah, it's going to be the recipe for success for the Tornadoes. Typically, most teams go run to set up the pass, but tonight, so far, Tornadoes have been passing to set up the run. So now at about midfield, it'll be 2nd and 5. Motion again, this time keeper by DeVerkston looking for space up the middle. And strong play by Shivers to wrap him up. No gain on the play.
That's Bergson on the carry. Brought down by Tyson Shivers. No gain.
Shivers able to use his big frame off the edge and really hold DeVerkston to no gain. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Tornadoes. From the Toreadors' 49-yard line. Toreadors show pressure. DeVerkston motions, and no pressure comes as Toreadors unable to bring down the quarterback. DeVerkston flings it outside to Richardson.
Looks like there might be some holding on the Tornadoes.
We do have a flag on the play.
Good eye there, Jacob, as there is a flag down on the play.
That one might be coming back, so that play might be all for naught. Shivers got some pressure on that one. Shivers has been a big threat for the Toreadors on both sides of the football, passing and rushing.
So it is on the Tornadoes. It'll bring up a 3rd and very long, about 3rd and 14 after the penalty. As it'll be 37 seconds to go.
After the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Tornadoes from their own 41-yard line.
Tornadoes will need something to happen here, as you got to assume it's going to be another pass by DeVerkston from 3rd and long, as he does drop back. Shivers around the edge, unable to bring him down. DeVerkston scrambles out to his right, pass back across the middle, off the fingertips of the receiver Boyd, and that'll bring up 4th and 13.
Ball's incomplete.
And it looks like it will be a punt from the Tornadoes. Jacob, what'd you like from the Toreadors defense?
Looks like they came out with a little bit more secondary help, so they were assuming the pass, and it was a pass, and they were ready for it.
Yeah, great call from the coaching staff of the Toreadors, as they will bring on the punt team. Toreadors also get a little help from the offensive penalty, pushing the Tornadoes back 10 yards on that play. So now it'll be punt from DeVerkston. 8 seconds to go. Snap, punt is away, trickling, and will be fielded by Bolton. Puts on some moves. Bolton, we know he can make something happen. He's down the sideline. DeVerkston, the only man to beat, as DeVerkston able to bring him down at about the 20-yard line. Toreadors, special teams, as Jacob said. Strong point as Bolton able to flip the field for the Toreadors, as that will end the second quarter. Or the first quarter, excuse me.
Toreadors are trying something new out. They had Lucas Boucher back there and Dane Brecky back there last year. Dane Brecky had 220 yards on the returns, and Lucas Boucher was also a big part, having 162 yards last year.
Yeah, Jacob, when you have an athlete as good as Dylan Bolton, I don't know why you wouldn't put him in a position where he gets the ball as much as possible, and put the ball in his hands, he can make something happen.
Well, we saw from the first play of the game that he is a monster when he gets an open field, so why not put him back there and just see what he can do in some open field. And you saw he brought the ball all the way back to about pretty far, by the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be down at the 20 as we will flip ends of the field.
So our cheerleaders include Lauren Anderson. Lauren, which one are you? Carly Bush, Hannah Davies, Jackie Fuentes, Nina Gravy, Noelle Johnson, Haley Peterson, Alana Wadsworth, Kaylee Elliott, Tegan Francis, Jaden Hennings, Haley Olson, Alexa Peterson, Bethany Van Dyke, Cameron Wirtz, Sydney Dodd, Piper Klein, and Malia Shivers. Cheerleading advisors are Emily Gravy and Emily Nelson.
First play of the second quarter, Baumgartner gets around the edge and falls forward, as that'll be first and goal now for the Toreadors as we start the second quarter. After the first quarter, Jacob, what do you like from both offenses this far?
Well, it looks like the Toreadors have been able to figure out a solid run game, and Storm Lake's been able to figure out a solid pass game, so we're seeing the best of both worlds right now.
And we got a tale of two sides. Toreadors, after the first play pass, it has been more of a running attack so far, as now Baumgartner turns, hands to Boucher up the middle looking for space, and Boucher all the way into the end zone. 20-0 now for the Toreadors after the touchdown by Boucher.
That's Lucas Boucher. Behind the blocking of Albedad.
Well, we've seen it since last year. The Doors rushing has been top tier, as they had the longest run last year in all of 4A football with a 95-yard run by Christian Ingram.
Yeah, and got to give credit to the big guys up front, able to push and get Boucher room into the end zone there. As now Bolton will attempt the extra point. Up and through again. Bolton, such a reliable kicker. You got to be thankful for him if you're on the Boone coaching staff. Being able to have a guy you can go to and trust for those extra points, and you can even hit up to a 40-yard field goal, I believe.
Don't forget to bring tonight's program to Toby K's.
And after that, touchdown run by Boucher. It is now 21-0. Toreadors out to a strong lead here early second quarter.
John Bolton teeing it up. Cameron Boyd and David William are deep to receive for the Tornadoes.
All right, 21-0, 11:49 to go in the second quarter. So still early on in this football game. Toreadors up 21-0 as Bolton tees it up and kicks it away. Fielded, now being returned. It's Boyd again on the kick return, and ball's out. And the Toreadors say they have it. We'll see what the refs think, but it is Toreador football after the fumble recovery on special teams. I believe Pedro Gonzalez was able to jump on that football and secure it for the Toreadors.
Well, we've been saying that the Toreador special team has been a big part of their winning ability, and it just keeps showing.
Yeah, strong special teams play there as it will bring the offense back onto the field as Baumgartner takes the field, leading the Toreadors offense.
Wesley Sharp on that tackle, jarred the ball loose.
So Toreadors, great field position to start this drive off. It'll be Baumgartner in the shotgun, Boucher to his side, looks to pass, throw up the middle, Brody Brogdon brings it in.
Baumgartner's pass down the middle, complete.
And it will be caught by Brogdon. Brought down inside the 10-yard line, it looks like.
On the tackle for the Tornadoes.
Toreador's run game has been so solid, they decide to switch it up and go with a pass, and it catches Storm Lake off guard.
Yeah, Toreadors didn't even have to go play action there or anything. It was just straight drop back game for Boone. And it works out as it will now be first and goal for the Toreadors. Baumgartner turns, hands Boucher, looking up again, looking up the middle again, and will be in yet again. Toreadors just pouring it on, 28-0 now, as Toreadors able to force the fumble on the kick return and have a more strong offense as they force that one in for another 6 points. It'll be Bolton in again for the extra point. Hold down from Boucher, kick, up and good. So now Toreador's out 28-0. And as we've been saying all night, Toreador's special teams has been a big part in building this lead.
And that scoring drive once again is brought to you by Moffitt's Ford. Moffitt's Ford's a
So
proud
Toreador's up
supporter of the
28-0,
Toreadors. And don't forget,
11:06 to go,
stop by Moffitt's
second
on
quarter.
Saturday, September 14th, between 9 and 2, to take a short test drive.
See what the Toreadors can do coming back out on defense. If you're Storm Lake, you're to the point in the game where you have got to answer back. And Jacob, if you're Storm Lake, how do you plan on doing that? Is it more pass game, or do you go back to the run, try to go to the run?
Well, their pass game has been working for the most part, but they just haven't been able to take care of the ball necessarily in ways that they need to. If I'm Storm Lake, I'm looking to be even more aggressive. You got to find something, and you have nothing to lose at this point. So
yeah, at this point, down 28-0, you got to pull out all the stops, try to slowly but surely chip back at this lead the Toreadors have built. So we'll see what they pull out on offense, assuming they can hold on to the ball on this kick return.
well, it's all going to start with the kick return. Their special teams needs to give them some confidence and bring back a return for a few yards.
As Bolton gets ready to tee it up. He's been a busy guy tonight, from receiving to kicking to making all those extra points. Bolton's been everywhere for the Toreadors. Truly just an impact player. As the kick, this one high, bounces at the 20 and will be fielded by Boyd and brought down quickly after. Yet again, good coverage by the Toreadors kick return unit. So now exactly 11 minutes to go as we welcome the Toreador defense back onto the field.
First and 10 for the Tornadoes on their own 25-yard
For how much pressure the Toreadors have been generating tonight, Diverkson seems to be able to get the ball out every time. No sacks yet tonight for the Toreadors. See if what the defensive line can do about that right here. Diverkson will look to throw again. This deep ball thrown up. 50-50 ball falls to the ground. Great play by Braddock to break it up. He's been all over as a DB tonight.
Thurston's pass broken up out there by A.J. Braddock.
You're Braddock, you're just, the guy's on a go route, so you're just turn and run and split the hips, run with the receiver, and he did a great job with stride for stride as he was able to break up that play.
Second and 10.
So now 2nd and 10, Storm Lake. Still looking for that answer to the Toreadors. 28 unanswered. As Toreadors show pressure, it's a bluff, as it is a handoff for the Tornadoes. Short yard gained, as it'll be about 2nd and 8 still to go.
Marco Cortez Orteza on the carry, brought down by Tyson Shivers. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Toreadors looking to force Storm Lake off the field again. But down 28, it might be in a spot where you have to go for it. So we'll see what the Toreadors defense can do as Storm Lake rolls out right, pass incomplete, right between two receivers. Looked like it was intended for Che Wong. As it'll bring up 4th down. See what the Tornadoes are thinking here, as it looks like they might be bringing a punt team on. Jacob, what do you think about the punt decision down 28-0?
If you ask me, there's nothing to lose at this point. I feel like you have to go for it. Show your team some confidence. If you're the coaching staff, show some confidence left in the team and stick them back out there and let them go for it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, but seeing through the eyes of Storm Lake, it looks like they just want to play it safe, make sure the Toreadors try to make sure they can't add on to the lead, as this punt will bounce around the 50-yard line and will head out of bounds. So Toreadors will take over on the Storm Lake 55-yard line, as we will come back with the Toreadors offense on the field. All right, we had flag down on the punt return. Storm Lake was in an illegal formation, so that'll just move the Toreadors 5 yards further. So now they'll be at midfield to start this possession. As Baumgartner looks to throw, slides up in the pocket, and gets it complete to Shivers. What a catch by Shivers. Able to concentrate as the ball soared through all the hands. Shivers able to bring it in.
Complete to Shivers.
Baumgartner threw that one with a little bit of zip behind it. Shows off his strong arm.
Gain of 20 yards. Gives us another Toreador first down at the Tornado 30.
Toreadors look to throw again. Across the middle, Shivers has it coming across the formation, hurrying to the end zone. It'll be a touchdown for Tyson Shivers. Toreadors just keep piling on. That time it comes from the passing game as Baumgartner able to find Shivers. And that's a guy we said to look out for as he is just a monster.
Tyson had 4 touchdowns last year, and he's looking to surpass that as he gets open in some open field, and it was just game over. Uses that big build of his to his advantage, and
yeah, even with that big build, he was able to move pretty well out in space, get all the way to the end zone. So now Bolton extra point is no good. So Toreadors up 34-0 after the touchdown pass from Baumgartner to Shivers. Jacob, if you're Baumgartner, you got to love having all those options to throw to between Shivers, Bolton, and even handing off to Boucher. What do you think it's like for Baumgartner out there to just be able to trust everyone on that offense?
well, to have an offensive line like he has where he's able to take some time back there and make a decision, I think he's probably in paradise. He's got a big tight end he can use for blocking and receiving, and 2 guys, when they get an open field in Boucher and Bolton, that they're going to be elusive and just as good as anybody out there.
Yeah, it's been a great night for the Toreador offense. Everything's been clicking so far as they're up 34-0. Yeah, as Jacob mentioned there, the O-line's protection, both on the running game and pass protection, has been very, very good as the Tornadoes unable to generate very much pressure, if any. So Baumgartner able to just sit back, find the open receiver about every play. As Bolton kicks it away with a 34-0 lead for the Toreadors. It is muffed, and the Tornadoes just have to fall on top of it. As Toreador Special Teams does its job yet again. It's story of the night so far.
Richardson on that ball. It's 1st and 10 Tornadoes.
Toreador Special Team has been so good tonight. Storm Lake hasn't been able to bring a ball out past the 30-yard line yet.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job. Bolton able to kick it deep down the field. That strong leg helps out a lot for sure. And able to get some runners down there to bring the kick returner down. So they'll start this one back at their 28-yard line. So it'll be DeVergston back on at quarterback, empty backfield. So it's going to be a throw rolling out to the right. And he'll look actually to scramble. will slide down at the feet of Maddox McIntyre, trying to avoid the big hit.
Person on carry. Maddox McIntyre in on the stop.
Looks like DeVergston's moving pretty well out there. If I'm Storm Lake, I'm going to look to get him moving on some bootleg type stuff, see if he can find some space to run in the open field. If not, he can use that great arm to throw as well. So I'd look for that more going forward. The bootleg pass could be a great weapon for Storm Lake as they move ahead. As that one will be just a handoff up the middle, able to break some tackles, but swarmed by some Toreadors after that. Number 10, Cortez Opeza,
Cortez Oraposa
brought down.
carry.
So Toreador's defense still staying
Justice
strong,
Freeze and
as it'll be
Joshua
third down
Pedro,
and
both
about
in on the
4.
tackle.
Third down and 3, check that. So we'll see if the Toreadors can force another decision from the Tornadoes. I feel like at this point it's got to be 4-down territory, especially close enough to midfield where I feel like it's got to be time to put some pressure on the Toreador defense. As Toreadors bring blitz, Pedro Gonzalez around the edge, floats the ball up, does DeVergston, and he will
Versus
find a
pass
receiver for the
between
first down.
Rylan Richardson.
Maddox McIntyre in on the tackle.
Maddox McIntyre in on the stop. Not before the Tornadoes pick up a first down at their own 43.
First and 10 Tornadoes. Great play from DeVergston, able to find the receiver out on that far sideline. Another quick pass, little turnaround route, sit down, and it'll be drugged down about the first down.
Cameron Boyd on the catch from
So we
Bergson.
got second and about 2 yards to go now. Jacob, they've been able to mix in the run a little more on this possession.
8-yard gain. He's
Do you
brought
see them
down
using
by
that as a weapon
B.J. Braddock.
as they move forward?
I can see it a little bit, but they're down. They need some quick points right now before the half at least. Their pass game has been good so far this drive, and the Bergston's look very, very comfortable back there. So I'd say they can keep the pass, but the run play is definitely a good option.
As pressure comes from the Toreadors, DeVergston scrambling out, floats the pass up the sideline, incomplete, as DeVergston just had to throw it away. As Shivers and I believe Smith were chasing hot on his heels.
3rd and 2 for the Tornadoes.
So we'll have about 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go. So Tornadoes do have some time in the second quarter, but as Jacob said, looking for some quick points. DeVergston takes the snap, turn, handoff, as it'll be drugged down well beyond the first down marker. So run play works out well for the Tornadoes there as Rodriguez able to stretch the Toreadors defense out wide for the first down.
Brought down on the 40-yard line of the Toreadors. It's good for
If I'm
another
Storm Lake, I'm
Tornado
looking to
first
run the
down.
ball outside as much as possible, trying to keep it away from the big D line with Van Rokel and Shivers out there clogging up the middle. So outside run might be the move going forward for Storm Lake if they're going to run the football. DeVergston takes a snap. We do have a flag down on the bottom of the field. DeVergston taken down by, I believe that's Justice Fraze. We do have a flag down bottom of
Bergson
the,
on the carry,
down
brought
here
down by
near
Justice
sideline.
Fraze, but there is a flag on the play.
At the snap, illegal motion. Offense,
It was an illegal motion. I thought it would be, as the motion was not set as the snap came to DeVergston, so I'll push the Tornadoes back as it'll remain.
Penalty makes it 1st and 15. for
It
the
will be
Tornadoes
1st and 15
from the Toreador 45-yard line.
after the infraction by the Tornadoes. So now off schedule see what DeVergston can do. It. I assume it'll have to be with his arm here. As it will be a handoff, and there is actually space out to that outside. Brought down near the sticks.
Rodriguez on a carry. Dane Brecky runs him out of bounds. Pardon me.
It'll be second and 5. Rodriguez has been a good weapon so far from this tornado drive. Able to turn that 1st and 10 into second and manageable here, 2nd and 5. So good run, gets the Tornadoes back on schedule.
Leaves it at 2nd down and 3 from the Toreador 33-yard line.
At this point for the Tornadoes, they got to kind of keep it moving here if they're going to come back from this one, as this drive has spanned for a very long time. As we've got a timeout, I believe, by Storm Lake. And so we will join you back after this timeout. Toreadors up 34-0 with about 6:30 to go in this second quarter. Back after the timeout, DeVergston rolls right and motioning to his receivers to get downfield. Looks like he'll just have to end up throwing it away.
Versus pass falls incomplete, out of bounds.
That Toreador pass rush has been a big key factor, as they have forced DeVergston to roll out the past few passes and make him either use his legs or throw the ball away.
As that'll bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
So Toreadors will look to force the Tornadoes off the field. It'll be, I assume the Toreadors will look to that pass rush again to generate more pressure. Make DeVergston improvise, see what he can do outside of structure. As they will just quick pitch as around the outside, all the way reversing to all the way to this sideline down here. It will be a loss of yardage, so great play by the Toreadors to stick with it as
Brought down by Dylan Bolton.
Storm Lake bounced it all the way back to the sideline. And it will be 4th and about 5.
Loss of about a yard, makes it 4th down and 4 to go.
All right, so Tornado offense stays on the field, which in this spot makes a lot of sense. Down 34 into Toreador territory. As DeVergston throws deep, has his receiver, and it falls through the hands of Boyd. DeVergston put a dime out there, just unable to bring it down. Cameron Boyd right through the hands.
Dylan Bolton and Lucas Boucher on the cover.
So after that break, the Toreador defense forces the Tornadoes off the field. Offense will come back out.
1st and 10
Jacob, what do you think of that play from DeVergston?
I mean, he threw the ball about as good as he could and seemed very confident, threw the ball, and it just slipped through the receiver's hands. It's got to be frustrating as the Toreadors make a stop.
Yeah, Boyd was there, just unable to bring down the football. As now 1st and 10 for the Toreadors. As Toreadors motion around, it'll be Baumgartner takes a snap with 6 on the play clock. Boucher up the middle, breaks through, almost gets through to the second level. But Boucher able to make something happen there as it will remain 1st and 10. Toreadors keep the chains moving.
Toreador first down. Some great blocking up front by that offensive line.
So now we got 2 backs in the backfield with Baumgartner, and it will be turned, kept by Baumgartner. They got an option going out there. Baumgartner pitch. No, he will keep it as he will scramble for a little bit. That's a fun play by the Toreadors there as they ran the triple option, it looked like.
He's brought down after a 3-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and 7.
So we'll see what the Toreadors can pull out now as they continue this drive, 2nd and 7. About 3:55 to go. It'll be a spread formation this time. Single back in the backfield is Boucher. Shivers, Bolton, Brogdon out wide. Baumgartner, plenty of time to throw. Looks deep down the field, middle of the field. Shivers, what a play. Strong hands by Tyson Shivers to pull that one down deep down the field. But we do have a flag down in the backfield. See what the referee has for us here.
During the pass, holding, offense number 74, 10 yards, need 2nd down.
As referees call a hold on it, number 74, Tristan Heller of the Toreadors. So pass protection almost too good to be true, as that's really the first mistake we've seen from the offensive line all night. They've been doing a phenomenal job up front. But that'll erase the play from Baumgartner to Shivers, 2nd and 17 after the hold. It'll be Baumgartner throwing again. More great protection. This time Bolton can't come down with it. So now be 3rd and very long, 3rd and 17
Pass intended
for
Bolton
Boone.
goes incomplete.
You got to think it's another deep pass down the field, don't you, Jacob? Between Shivers and Bolton, it's just who's going to catch it.
Gotta be. They both have been able to get open all night, so we'll see who Baumgartner decides to favor here.
As pressure does come, Baumgartner has to flip it out, almost intercepted, intended for Shivers. So now I believe the Toreadors will send out the punt unit with about 3 minutes to go in this first half. It will be a punt. So on 4th and 17, Toreadors will look to punt it away to the Tornadoes.
First time we're seeing this Toreador punt team all night. We'll see if they can be just as good as the rest of the Toreador special team has been.
As Toreadors get a late break out of the huddle. 4 seconds on the play clock, and it looks like the Toreadors forced to use timeout as there was some confusion as to who needed to be on the field, who didn't. So as the Toreadors figure out their punt unit, we will take a timeout and be right back with you as the Toreadors up 34-0, punting the ball away to the Tornadoes. All right, Toreadors got everything sorted out. It'll be Baumgartner back to punt this one away with 3 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Good snap, Baumgartner punt. Bounces at the 20. Gets a good roll. Fielded. It's William looking for space, forced out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Punt is fielded by David William.
Baumgartner does the job there as he flips the field for the Toreadors with the punt. As now Toreador defense that has been strong so far, holding the Tornadoes to no points on the scoreboard thus far. See what they can do coming out after the punt.
This would give Storm Lake a lot of confidence to go out there and score a touchdown right before the half to try to keep it going in the second half. So we'll see what attack they bring, if they're going to keep trying the outside run or if they're going to try to keep the pass going.
Yeah, with about 3:02 left on the clock, you got to assume they air it out with the Vergston. As it'll be a 5-yard penalty on Storm Lake, I believe. Sideline infraction.
Tornadoes will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So with 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go, DeVergston and the Tornadoes look to light up the scoreboard for the first time tonight. He's got a late guy subbing in onto the field. Motion from the back. It will be a swing pass out to Richardson. Bolton able to get out there, and Shivers with the big hit to bring him to the ground.
Versus pass complete to Richardson.
Bolton did a good job containing the edge there, making sure he couldn't get beat down the sideline, and Shivers did the rest, coming from the D line to bring down the running back. As this one handed off up the middle, strong cuts and has space down the sideline. Boucher forces out of bounds, but the carry by Cortez Opeza.
Marco Cortez Orpeza on the carry. Run out of bounds by Lucas Boucher.
Good run for the Tornadoes as they
That's a 1st and
looked
10
across the midfield line, as it'll be down at about the 45-yard line of the Toreadors.
46-yard line.
So as we approach the 2-minute mark, it looks as if the Tornadoes are looking to threaten on offense, put this Toreador defense in a tough position. Tornadoes break the huddle, only 5 seconds left on the play clock, and it will be timeout Storm Lake to avoid the delay of game. So as the Tornadoes drive down the field, we will join you back after the timeout. Toreadors up 34-0. Just about 2 minutes to go in the first half. Back after the Storm Lake timeout. Toreadors bring pressure. Gonzalez off the edge. Bootleg away from the pressure as Shivers is chasing him down. Unable to get the sack, but then Dane Garrett able to finish it off as DeVergston brought down for the Toreadors' first sack on the night. Great time to dial up the blitz for the Toreadors.
Good pressure by Tyson Shivers.
Dan Garrett, that third man on the defensive line, has been kind of silent, but makes his presence known on that play.
Yeah, great job.
He's up 2nd and 17.
It's been huge for the Toreadors tonight, able to generate pressure from the three-man front, giving the
47
secondary extra help against this pass-heavy offense of Storm Lake. As now DeVerkston 2nd and 17. Drops back to throw yet again. And this time picked off by Ingram. Linebacker Ingram able to jump in front of the pass, and Joshua Ingram will take this one all the way to the house. What a great read on that ball from Joshua Ingram, as he was able to jump in front of the DeVerkston throw, and that is his 2nd pick 6 on the season now. What do you like from Joshua Ingram so far, Jacob, this year?
Well, they moved him over to linebacker. He played some safety and corner last year, and he put on some muscle, and he's just been showing that he's able to read the defense as he played quarterback a little bit last year, so he knows his way around the offensive side of the ball and read that play perfectly.
Yeah, Ingram been a great surprise for the Toreadors defense this year. Converting over from quarterback last year, now to play linebacker, has been big for the Toreadors. Extra point up and through. Bolton able to get the job done after the pick 6 by Ingram.
And with 1:08 to go in the half, leaves the score Toreadors 41, Tornadoes 0.
Toreadors defense able to do its job as we approach the end of the first half. Able to get the pick 6. Big play from Ingram. As now it'll be Bolton back on to kick it away yet again. 1:08 to go in the first half. Make sure to stick around during halftime, as we will have the band performance coming to you from the football field here. So make sure halftime, stick around, listen to the BHS marching band. Until then, we'll have 1:08 of football, so Bolton will tee it up. Bolton getting the work in as he kicks this one away again. A high spinning kick, muffed by Storm Lake, and it looks like they were able to jump back on it.
William on the ball.
It will be Storm Lake football after another muffed kickoff.
Tornadoes.
So 1st and 10 Tornadoes, clock running down on this first half of football.
On their own 22-yard line.
Toreadors forced to take a timeout as defense was not ready to take the field, so that'll be a timeout Toreadors with 20 seconds left to go. So after the Toreador timeout, we'll be back with you for the last 20 seconds of the first half, as Toreadors dominating thus far, 41-0 the score. All right, after the timeout, it'll be DeVerkston and the Tornadoes looking to see what they can do in this final 20 seconds. It is a fumble Luckily able to cover it up. Richardson jumps on it. So as the clock runs,
Jonathan Van Rokel.
Toreadors up 41-0, as I believe they'll let this clock run into halftime, as it will be half, as the Toreadors commanding first half lead of 41-0.
41, Storm Lake Tornadoes 0.
So thus far, Toreadors dominate both sides of the ball, as well as the third phase special teams, giving themselves a solid 41-0 lead. So we will be back with you after halftime. Make sure to stick around as the BHS Marching Band performs for your halftime entertainment. We'll be back with you for the second half of football.
With the Jersey Boys back in the 60s. Tonight, the band lurches forward in time all the way to the 70s. ELO, or the Electric Light Orchestra, was a big deal in the 70s. They released many strong hits with a unique sound featuring string instruments in their albums. A perfect blend of classical and modern styles. For the band's first halftime show, they will be bringing you two famous ELO songs that will leave you singing. The band will start with a song that has quickly become their unofficial motto, "Don't Bring Me Down," and ending with their famous rock anthem, recently featured in the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, "Mr. Blue Sky." And under direction of Chris Truckenmiller, flagline coach Rachel Garlock, and drumline coach Chelsea Truckenmiller, with drum majors Haley Peterson, Addie Eggett, and Sammy Kist. Drum majors, is your band ready? Then the field is yours. take a short test drive at Moffitt's Ford. We need at least 300 people to take a test drive, and we'll earn $6,000 for your Boone High Booster Club. Don't miss it. Drivers must be 18 years of age. Limit 1 per household. Start the second half.
We welcome you back after halftime. Toreadors out 41-0 as we get ready to kick off the second half of action. It'll be Bolton to tee it up for the Toreadors. Jacob, what's one part of the Toreador offense that stood out to you in the first half?
Well, Lucas Boucher got it going. He had 8 carries for 71 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had it going for the Boone Toreadors, and he's going to look to continue to pound it on.
Yeah, and then one standout for me on the Toreador defense was being able to generate pressure with the 3-man front, since you were able to generate pressure with only 3 pass rushers, you're able to drop another guy into coverage, which is big against this pass-heavy Tornado offense. As they get their biggest kick return of the night, but there is a flag down on the play.
Bolton's kick, returned by Cameron Boyd. Mattis McIntyre in on the stop.
So it'll be a hold on the Tornadoes on the kick return. So that'll push them back 5 more yards from the spot of the ball. This will be first down as they take the field for their first possession of the first half, looking to start it off a lot hotter than they did in the first. As pass complete to Boyd.
Versus pass complete, Cameron Boyd.
Ingram in there again. He's been
Joshua
a force to be reckoned with all night. He has the interception, the pick 6, and he's just been there as a linebacker presence all night for the Toreadors.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So that'll be 2nd and 2. After the completion to start off the drive for the Storm Lake Tornadoes. Same 3-man front we saw from the first half from the Toreadors. Garrett, Van Rokel, and Shivers, as they'll bring an extra this time. DeVerksen able to get it out quickly, diagnosed the blitz, and got it out to Boyd.
Pass complete to Cameron Boyd.
It's good pass protection, able to pick up the extra rusher from the Storm Lake
Tornado
O-line
first
as
down.
they'll move the ball forward, first down for the Tornadoes. As this time handoff around the outside and forced out of bounds. Ingram forces him out, but there's a flag down. It was Cortez Opeza on the carry.
Cortez Oropeza on carry.
See what the refs have here, as there is a flag down on the field.
There is a flag.
For the run, hold.
As we get the signal for a hold on Storm Lake.
10 yards from the flag. Repeat first down.
So it'll remain first down, however, push the Tornadoes backwards. First down and 20 to go.
That's been one big factor for the Tornadoes here. They have not been able to get too many flags go their way tonight.
Yeah, kind of a sloppy game on that front for the Tornadoes as DeVergston steps up in the pocket and slips out of bounds. Able to get half back on the first down scramble, 2nd and 10.
Bergson on the carry. Run out of bounds by
One of the issues with that three-man front, which there haven't been many tonight, but it has created lanes for the DeVergston scramble. So something Storm Lake can look forward to is DeVergston finding those running lanes as we move forward. DeVergston back to throw, slings it out wide, too wide of his target. Target was Boakman, just unable to find the hands of the receiver as that one falls incomplete. So now that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Toreadors will look to force a decision as they will look for the stop on 3rd down, 3rd and long, as the holding penalty pushed the Tornadoes off schedule. Motion from Rodriguez out into the slot. Bergston thought about rolling right. Pressure forced it back left. Throwing downfield. Great job by the receiver, Boyd, to come back and catch it. As forced out of bounds. As they are able to convert 1st and 10. Able to overcome the holding penalty. As it'll be 1st down for the Tornadoes. So Jacob, they're sticking with the pass game here, which they kind of have to, down 41-0. Is that what you expected from the Storm Lake offense?
I mean, I don't really see what other option they have. The pass has been working when they've tried it, except for the few mistakes that they had with the 2 interceptions. But besides those 2 plays, the pass has been right there for them.
Yeah, and with this deficit on the scoreboard, got to keep it moving through the air. As Cortez Orpeza brought down minimal gain.
Cortez Oropeza.
It'll be a 5-yard rush when all is said and done. So it leaves 2nd and 5.
Gonzalez and Shivers
as the Tornadoes have been able to put together quite the drive to start off this 2nd quarter. We're already down to about 7 minutes left to play.
Tornadoes, if they want to make a comeback here, they're going to have to play some quick offense. They're going to have to get right up to the line, call a play, get it off, and then get right back up to the line if they have a chance of coming back.
Yeah, you're going to have to look for that offense to get in the hurry up, which could lead to, if you're the Tornadoes defense, if they head into the hurry up, you're hoping for more mistakes, as we've seen a few already from DeVergston throwing those 2 interceptions. But if they get into the hurry up, Tornadoes defense will have to look to create some chaos. DeVergston, quick swing pass out to William. He's fighting, spins off the defender and brought down beyond the stick. So drive continues. 1st down at Tornadoes.
David William on the catch. Brought down by Tyson Shivers.
This looks to be the best drive the Tornadoes have put together so far, as DeVergston's been able to spread it out, and they've been able to get on the ground and make an attack both ways, and which could be a big factor for them in the 2nd half.
Yeah, big to get the ground game going to set up the pass, as looks like we have a Tornado down on that far sideline, so we will be right back with you after they get the injury all sorted out. All right, 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go as DeVerkston takes the snap after the injury, fires out wide, quick pass complete. So I believe that was Boyd on the receiving end yet again. He's been a big threat for the Tornadoes. As that'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Short game, but it leaves a a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1. Ball is on the Toreador 8-yard line.
DeVerkston. Play goes nowhere as it was Rodriguez out there trying to find the edge. As it'll bring up 3rd down. As we hear that name Ingram again, just everywhere on the field for the Toreadors. So now 3rd and short. It'll be 3rd down and 3 to go. DeVerkston sends a guy over in motion. The snap. And it will be a bootleg outright. DeVerkston thought about running instead. Fires end zone and caught. Nope, sorry, that's incomplete. As went through the hands of the intended receiver. Buckman unable to bring it down. So false alarm there, that's my apologies. As it will be 4th and 2.
That brings up 4th and 2.
Well, it's been a strong drive for the Tornadoes so far. Looks like maybe they're going to stay out there. They got to get some points on the board, so this would be a big connection if DeVerkston can find somebody.
Yeah, after that strong of a drive, I don't see why not go for it, especially down 41-0. So it'll be an empty backfield. DeVerkston takes the snap. It'll be a QB keeper up the middle, and will fight for the 1st down. Frey's able to deliver a big hit. However, came after the stick, so it'll be 1st down and goal to go for the Tornadoes. So most threatened the Toreadors' offense have been since the first drive from the Tornadoes. However, on the first drive, Braddock was able to come away with the interception. Toreadors will look for something like that again as they look to make another goal line stand on this possession.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
So with 1st and goal, it'll be DeVerkston. Turns, hands off up the middle. Great job by the Toreadors to bring him down.
Cortez Oropeza on the carry. Tyson Shivers and Joshua Ingram in on the stop. No gain.
Keep hearing both their names. Tyson Shivers and Joshua Ingram have been 2 key factors for the Toreadors on defense, as they have been able to get some pressure and make some big plays for the Toreadors on the defense.
Yeah, Ingram's an interesting story for the Toreadors this year. Started the season off as quarterback last year, split time with Baumgartner under center. And then after this year, Baumgartner was decided to be the starting quarterback, so Ingram found a home at linebacker, and he has been doing a phenomenal job this year with that assignment. As a touchdown at Tornadoes, as DeVerkston was able to fire it into the end zone for the first 6 of the game for the Tornadoes. 41-6, extra point pending.
Tornadoes finally found some light in the pass game and the run game, and it worked out for them as they came out hot in the second half and were able to convert on it, scoring 6.
remember, freshman class, after the game, you will have field cleanup. Please meet Mr. Lehman in the north end zone where he'll have garbage bags and gloves. This should only take 10 to 15 minutes. So thank you to the freshman class for doing their part to keep Geppinger Field clean.
All right, both teams back on the field after the injury from one of the tornadoes. They've got that all figured out. As it looks like it'll be a 2-point attempt for Storm Lake after their touchdown. Motion to Vorkston. We will have a flag come in from the bottom of the screen.
Requiring a snap. False start.
It'll be a false start.
5 yards. Repeat the drive.
So if they're going to go for 2 now, it's going to be backed up to about the 7. And it looks like they will keep a 2-point attempt out there. So the false start makes it a little tougher on them as they figure out the play call. Just under 10 on the play clock as Storm Lake gets set. The snap. DeVorkston scrambles to his right, looking for a throw, and will find, no, it's incomplete down in the corner of the end zone. So no good on the 2-point attempt.
The 2-point conversion falls
as
incomplete.
Toreadors force an incompletion.
And after that tornado touchdown, it leaves the score Toreadors 41, Tornadoes 6.
So with about 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go, Toreadors up 41-6 after Storm Lake got the first points of the game for them on the board. It'll be 41-6 as we will join you back for the kickoff. All right, Tornadoes ready to kick it away.
Hernandez Rosas has a
Teed up. Hernandez Rosas kicks it away as Bolton will let it bounce and will pick it up just past the 10-yard line, trying to make some magic happen. As he is able to find a crease, working his way down the field, will be brought down at about the 40-yard line. Another strong play from Dylan Bolton on the special teams as Toreadors doing whatever they can to get the ball into that guy's hands.
Chai on the stop.
All right, as the Toreadors take the field, if I had one word to describe this Toreador offense tonight, it would be efficient, as Baumgartner has looked great under quarterback. Jacob, what do you got?
I got 6 for 9 for 138 yards. He's looking better and better every single game as he's already passed his total yards last year in just 2 games.
Yeah, so Baumgartner 6 for 9, and Boucher just keeps going on the run. As we mentioned his stats earlier, It's been a great game all around for the Toreador offense as they pick up yet another first down right there.
Bumgarner been able to get it done in more than just one way. As he also had a rushing touchdown, and I believe it was the second touchdown of the football game. So Bumgarner's looked pretty good on both sides of the football.
Yeah, he's really that dual threat quarterback. Toreadors have a bunch of guys that can do a bunch of different things, as Shivers can stay in and block, or he can go out for a route. Bolton can run it, can catch it, and then you got the dual threat of Baumgartner under center. As this one handed off Boucher up the middle, brought down.
It's Boucher on the carry.
And the two receiving threats for the Toreadors have also looked great tonight with Shivers and Bolton,
Gain of 7 makes
as
second
it is
and
now 2nd and 3. Just under a minute to go in this third quarter.
Bumgarner really liked to spread the ball out today, as he's given Bolton 2 receptions for 62 yards and a touchdown, and he's given Shivers 2 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown. They both have looked amazing.
Yeah, both able to make something happen after the catch as well. As Boucher will take it yet again, another run.
Boucher
Keep the
again on
clock
carry.
moving. As I assume we'll see a lot of that from the Toreadors moving forward as they
Phillips on the stop.
try to get this one over with as soon as possible, up
Toreador
41-6.
First down.
So just under 30 seconds to go. As
At the Tornado.
we'll let this one
32.
trickle into the end of the third quarter. And we will see you back for fourth quarter action. Toreadors up 41-6 at the end of 3.
This is going to be the end of the third. Competitive prices. Here tonight to accept the Booster Club game ball is Eric Wright and Nick Lampy from the Fairway Stores. Thank you to Fairway Stores Incorporated for your support of Boone activities and the Boone Booster Club.
As snap fumbled for the first snap of the fourth quarter. Storm, both teams saying they have it. We'll see what the refs think.
Play. a
And they do
fumble.
point for Storm Lake, so it'll be Storm Lake football as we begin the fourth quarter.
Storm Lake finding some life here late. Looking to maybe make a push, might be out of reach, but Storm Lake, either way, making a push, looking good at this coming out of the second half.
All right, so Tornadoes will
First and
take
10
over.
on, Tornado 35.
After the fumble from the Toreadors. Dvorak's looks throw deep. Toreadors have defenders in the area, and it'll be incomplete. Good coverage by the
First and
Toreadors pass
ball's
defense.
incomplete. Boucher and Bolton are on the cover. Good pressure from Pedro Gonzalez. Brings up 2nd and 10.
DeVorkston hands off up the middle. That'll be Cortez Orpeza.
Cortez Oropeza on the carry. Dane Garrett on the stop. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the Tornado 37.
As we have some whistles.
I've just been informed down at Tyson
All right, back after the whistles. Tyson Shivers able to get the sack.
Wesley Sharp. And that brings up 4th down and a long ways to go.
So now 4th and 27. As punt away from DeVorkston. Bolton Fields. And still on his feet, spins away from the defender. Not much room to go, though, however, as there's a bunch of tornadoes around. And he will be brought down and finally whistled dead.
And there's a flag on the play.
We do have a flag down on the return. Either way, Toreador offense will take the field. Just over 8 minutes to go, sorry.
Starting the kick. We have holding. Against the receiving team, number 1. 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So it will be first down for the Toreadors.
See if the Toreadors drive can go a little bit better than last time. Early fumble got out of the way of their hands, and so we'll see. Maybe the Toreadors looking to probably waste some clock here.
As we have more flags down on the field. So we'll see what they have this time.
Prior to the snap, ball start, number 2. 5 yards, still first down.
As it'll be run up the middle, Boucher makes a move and is out in his space. Second level able to bring him down after he gets first down yardage.
Again, some strong blocking up front from Heller, Shadle, Gustafson, Lee, and Albata. Gives the Toreadors another first down at midfield.
Baumgartner turns to hand off again. As expect to see a lot of this from the Toreadors as we move
Boucher
forward.
on the carry. Brought down by Rodriguez.
Boucher gets it to second and 4 after the 6-yard run. Baumgartner in the shotgun. Will turn and hand off again. Boucher, plenty of space up the middle. And brought down at the 25-yard line. Offensive line really doing its job here in garbage time. Getting a push up front. And it's even more impressive. You have to imagine the Tornadoes are expecting runs, so offensive line able to push even when the defense is expecting the run is very impressive. As that's the first carry for Maddox McIntyre of the night as he fights forward. And we brought down just a few yards short. Brings up second. About 2 yards.
Toreadors are going to let some of the younger guys get the ball with this lead, and Maddox McIntyre being a sophomore, just looking for the experience out there.
Yeah, it's a great time for it as it's 41-6 late in the game.
Toby K's hideaway.
Just under 5 minutes to go, so it'll be McIntyre in the backfield again to Baumgartner's left. As it will be turned, hand to McIntyre, uses his speed, cuts outside, and is looking for the pylon, unable to get there. Brought down, and it'll be a first and goal situation now for Boone.
First and goal, Toreadors.
Just under the 4-minute mark, Toreadors have it first and goal on the 2-yard line. McIntyre up the middle, able to be brought down. Number 52 from the Tornadoes, Miller able to bring him down.
Kale Miller on the stop. Maybe lost a yard. Second and 3.
So Toreadors have another go at it. Now second and goal. As we'll see what the Toreador run game can do. I've got to imagine it's run, and another run at this point. No reason to risk a throw at this point in the game. As Baumgartner under center for a rare occasion tonight as it's a sneak up the middle. And the referee says down at the 1-yard line.
Jude Baumgartner on the quarterback keep.
So it'll bring up third and goal.
Maybe gained a couple, brings up 3rd and 1.
It's just under 3 minutes to play. Baumgartner back under center. And it looks like we had a false start from the Toreadors.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 30.
It was on McIntyre in the backfield, so that'll push the Toreadors back. As they'll have 3rd and 6 with no first downs left to gain. So 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Toreador's probably going to look for another run here. Just anything to take some time off that clock.
as it is in fact another run.
Maddox McIntyre on the carry.
Brought down short, so that'll bring up fourth
Gonna
and
bring up
goal.
4th and goal.
So then it'll be about 3 or 4 yards left to the end zone. See if the Toreadors elect to go for it or if they send Bolton out for the extra point.
No matter what the Toreadors do here, you got to think that they're just going to run that clock down as much as they can.
Yep. As it is just under a minute and 20 seconds. It's a handoff up the middle. McIntyre fighting for the end zone, and he will get in. Maddox McIntyre gets his first rushing touchdown of the year and of his young career. Maddox McIntyre up the middle for Toreadors 6, now 47-6. Toreadors lead with just about a minute to play.
That's got to give him some confidence for the future going up, as scoring your first touchdown on varsity, it's gonna feel like a feel-good moment.
As Boucher's hold down Bolton's kick.
Dylan
Signal
Bolton's
is
extra
through,
point
so
is good.
48-6 now the
Leads
score.
the score, Boone Toreadors 48, Storm Lake Tornadoes
So Toreadors
6.
add on to their lead, 48-6. Just about a minute left of football to go, so we'll await the kickoff and we'll return as the ball gets kicked away.
Toreadors. Garbage bags and gloves. This should only take 10 or 15 minutes, as long as you all pitch in and help. Thanks to the freshman class for doing your part to keep Geppinger Field clean.
One part of the game that maybe fans haven't thought about is Bolton is 6 for 7 on field goals tonight. Those extra points have been big helps for the Toreadors.
Yeah, each point matters, as it'll be Bolton to kick it away again. It's got to be a relief for the coaching staff knowing you have a guy you can go to. Not having to worry about going for two every time you score a touchdown. It's nice to get that 1 point. And with Bolton, you know it's going through most every time. So he'll line up, kick it away. Bolton, run up, kick. It's a deep one, about to the 5-yard line, as we've seen quite a few times tonight. The return gets stood up, as Boyd couldn't find anywhere to go. So as we are under a minute to play, Storm Lake's offense will head back onto the football field. This Toreador defense has been dominant tonight. Jacob, what do you think the standout point for the Toreadors is on defense?
The standout point, in my opinion, has been the linebackers. The linebackers have been a big key point tonight for the Toreadors, with Joshua Ingram getting the interception. The pick-6 touchdown was a big factor for the confidence and the momentum of this game, and with Justice Freeze and all other sorts of people. Bodie Brogdon just to get out there, and the defensive line, the pressure that they've brought, forcing Storm Lake to throw the ball, which has helped the secondary out as they have been wide awake today.
Yeah, add Walker Smith and Pedro Gonzalez to the linebackers that have made an impact. Both have been out there almost every defensive play. As snap is fumbled, and that will do it here from Boone. Toreadors win 48-6, the final score. The Toreadors take down the Tornadoes and move to 2-0 on the year. So with that, we will sign it off. Toreadors able to get out early and just keep their foot on the gas. 48-6, the final score. It's been Kyan Lehman and Jacob Boone on the call. We will see you next time as the Toreadors move to 2-0.
Thank you for tuning into our live streams and supporting Boone High School. Your support is greatly appreciated.
To keep up with Boone TV, check out our social media. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live next.
Now, let's head back to action.
And as always, roll doors.